Today we're going to talk about another norovirus outbreak really quick. We also need to talk about some really exciting news that just came out from Holland America, and finally a heads up for anyone sailing out of Fort Lauderdale or Miami this Sunday. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Thursday. It is January 30th of 2025. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, will you please go ahead and click on that subscribe button? And if you appreciate my updates, please give this video a thumbs up. Thanks so very much. I want to start off really quickly. Yesterday in my video, I let you know that the ship we are going to be embarking on in 3 weeks, the Coral Princess, has a norovirus outbreak. And after I had already done my video yesterday, I heard that there is a similar outbreak on the Sky Princess right now, as well as on some Holland America ships. And so as far as the Sky Princess goes, yesterday, the 29th, when they were in Ocho Rios, they did the same kind of protocol that the Coral Princess did, same day when they were in Point Arenas, Costa Rica. They asked the guests to please disembark and did the best deep clean of the ship that they could possibly do. One thing that's important to know about the norovirus virus is that you have to wash it away. Your standard, like Clorox wipes, don't kill it. And so it doesn't mean don't use one, but just a heads up to know how that works. And truly, the best way to not get that is to wash your hands. And the important part, though, is everybody has to do it, because when people don't do it, they spread those germs, and the people that do wash their hands then are exposed if they touch anything that anyone else has touched. A lot of conversation under my video yesterday, so thank you. And I look forward to hearing what you've got to say about it today as well. I've ordered my gloves. I'm going to take some gloves in case I decide that I want to use them. We tend to eat in the buffet a little bit. It's sometimes tricky with, port days, and then even on sea days, especially when we have a group and we're trying to do fun things, it's hard to time lunchtime with the main dining room sometimes, and so you end up in the buffet a little bit. So I'll share with you how that goes. But just a reminder to wash your hands, and if you're someone that doesn't even usually wash your hands, make an exception when you're on a cruise to try to help keep everyone on board. And I do want to add that I know Princess does an excellent job of trying to do that, but I shouldn't say but, maybe and. I do note, though, that so far I have not heard, so if you have, tell me, I have not heard about an outbreak on the Sun Princess. And on the Sun Princess, they do serve you everything in the buffet. There are only a couple of things that you can actually pick up, but you don't touch service, like a big spoon or a fork or tongs. You don't touch anything. You literally pick up the bowl or the plate that has what you want on it. I think it is a game changer, and so I am hoping that we will see more of that on cruise ships rolling forward. I know on Holland America, the times we've sailed Holland America, the buffet is large part served to you, but there still are a lot of things where you touch things to, I think of the cheese and the cold cuts on our cruises, as well as some other dishes that you actually have to touch the serving utensils. So, yeah, lots to think about, but I'm still so excited to go on our cruise. Next up, let's talk about Holland America. I want you to stick with me, even if you have never sailed on Holland America, even if you think Holland America is maybe not for you, or if you've been on Holland America and thought, I don't know, I like Princess better. There are some really big reasons that Holland America has just released to go on Holland America, and it's their amazing itineraries. So if you're not familiar with Holland America, they do what they call their legendary voyages, and they truly do an excellent job with these voyages. Remember when we found out that the new president that Princess has was used to be the president of Holland America? One of our Let's Go family members, Hetty, who sails on Holland America mostly and has sailed on them extensively, when I said, what is something that we might look forward to with this new president? And she said, itineraries. The itineraries at Holland America have taken a jump up since he has been the president. They're getting better and better. So let me share with you, and I am hoping for great things from Princess as well. We are seeing some improvement, but I am really excited at the future prospects. So Holland America is announcing 5 new cruises that they are doing for their legendary Voyage series, and they range in days from 27 to 45. So this truly applies to people who are either retired, or they can work from anywhere, or they like to lump a lot of vacation time together. So the new standouts that they are doing cover 5 different places: the Mediterranean, the South Pacific, the Pacific Northwest, Alaska, and Hawaii. And I am so excited. Like, boy, do I want to do. I'll just tell you, in 2026, they have a departure from New York City, round trip New York City, that you get to go all over the Mediterranean. Included in that, you've got an overnight in Alexandria, Egypt. Like, look at that. As soon as Gordon knows when he's retiring, I'm signing up for something like that, because it is that incredible. They are also going to be doing, let me tell you about some of these here. So one of them is like on June 7th, the Nordam is going to sail round trip Seattle. Think of how convenient Seattle is, for 28 days on their legendary Arctic Circle solstice cruise. As they do that, get this, they are going to spend 2 days cruising that Inside Passage, including sorry, I'm so excited, including the Seymour Narrows, Johnston Strait, Bella Bella, and the Grenville Channel, and the Great Bear Rainforest, so that you're going to have like a chance to try to see some of those famous Kermoda bears. They are going to go clear up to the Arctic Circle as part of that during the summer solstice. They've got late night calls in Valdez and Juneau, and overnight in Anchorage. When do we get an overnight in Anchorage? Like, never. And there is so much to see from Anchorage. If you have never looked at the different glaciers and the different sites that you can see jumping off from Anchorage, take a look at that. Maybe I should do a video about that, because it's remarkable. And they are also going to go to places like Nome and Dutch Harbor that we don't see on cruises all that often. They, like I said, they've got that, the one that I was telling you about, that goes round trip from New York. It goes to 21 different ports in the Mediterranean, so it covers the Mediterranean. They've also got an Alaska, Hawaii, and South Pacific visit that also goes to Bora Bora. So what they're going to do, they've got 2 different 35-day sailings. So you've got that first one, that one goes October 15th of 2026, that does, like I said, so many of those islands there in Hawaii, Tahiti, and the Marquesas. But they also have another one for people that love like overnights in places. They are going to have overnights in Moorea and Raiatea. I don't know if I said that right, Raiatea. They are going to have an extended call in Papeete, and they are going to have also, like I said, more overnights on that trip. And then one that, you know what, Norwegian used to run similar to this. And so I'm even more excited with what Holland America is doing. They've got a 27 or 28 day legendary glaciers and volcanoes. So you're going to go from Alaska to Hawaii. Like, what? Alaska to Hawaii, and see a lot of ports that you don't usually see as well. So you can tell I'm really, really excited. They've got ones that are going to be going up into Europe. I won't read the whole list to you, but if you need any help with these, you are welcome to send me an email, and I'm delighted to help you with them. Now, if you book them now, you get that Have It All, it's the Have It All package early booking bonus, which they usually will call the Have It All Plus. The big deal about that is then gratuities are included, and when it's the Have It All Plus, you get the Elite rather than the Signature beverage package included, and you get the faster Wi-Fi included. So on Holland America, 2 levels of Wi-Fi. There's the slower one, the faster one. For a lot of things, you need the faster one, and it's included if you book that early. So, like I said, let me know if I can help. Okay, so here's what everybody needs to know if they're going to be sailing out of Fort Lauderdale and Miami this weekend. And the reason that I'm including Fort Lauderdale in this is because of the proximity of Miami and Fort Lauderdale. I am thinking that probably, and I would love to hear from those of you who live in that region, maybe you don't think y'all are so close as I think you are. I just know that I have taken an Uber from the Miami airport, a hotel right there, up to the cruise port in like 20 minutes. And I love that they're so close. So now I know that if I'm wanting to go on a cruise out of one or the other, to check flights into one or the other, because maybe one is a lot cheaper or a lot more convenient. And so on Sunday, Miami is going to have their marathon. And it goes close to where the Miami cruise port is, and which is all close together. So when you think of, if you're going to fly into Miami, you're going to go on a cruise out of Fort Lauderdale on Sunday, check the routes. boats and make sure you allow extra time to get up to that port. Same with sailing out of Miami. Apparently the marathon is supposed to start at 6 a.m., so people will clearly be gathering way before 6 a.m., and they are going to remain open. The finish line will remain open until 2 p.m. So you've got quite a span of time there, and definitely a lot of the boarding windows that you're going to have some streets closed and a lot more traffic in areas. So I really think the best thing, especially if you're going via taxi or Uber, is really baking a lot of extra time so that you've got time to be caught in traffic for some time and still arrive at the port close to when you want to be there. So if anyone lives there, wants to add anything in the comments, I would sure appreciate it. It sure is nice to be here with all of you. Thanks for coming. I'll look forward to seeing you here again tomorrow, and I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.